Real talk to two friends. Am I the a-hole? Because I'm finishing this vlog without Sarita. But let me explain.
Hey Tipsy friends, I'm Sarita.
I'm Nikki, and we're your favorite sisters.
Welcome to our YouTube channel.
Welcome back if you're returning.
We're so happy that you're here.
So we have a reading vlog for you guys today.
And we're doing it together.
I know. That don't happen too often. We might mish them together, but we barely open our reading vlogs together.
And we're actually really excited about this, you guys, because this is a book that we are reading with our Patreon book club. And it is something that I've been really wanting to get into.
Same. And it's my first book by Masterpiece, so I'm super excited.
Mine too.
So we will be reading The Filth Kings.
I'm so excited. I have heard nothing but nasty things about this book.
The girls in book club have been chatting. Okay.
And I can't wait to get to it. I cannot wait. I am so excited. We have two different covers. We both actually have the same thing because we had ordered a box and these came in the box.
It's so interesting what we gravitate to. Did you want to do the hardcover? Because I just immediately knew I wanted the one with the face on it.
So I wanted the hardcover because it also matches the audiobook cover.
That makes sense.
Which doesn't happen often.
So we're also challenging ourselves because technically book club is next weekend. So we want to do 10 chapters a day until we finish it, so that we can get our deliverables out at an appropriate time.
And we want to try to link up our conversations.
Yes.
If that makes any sense. Like, obviously, I'm going to talk about, I'm going to talk about, she's going to talk about, she's going to talk about, but we want to actually kind of put them together and see where they align, being as though we're only going to be talking about certain chapters throughout the time.
Yes. So normally when we do reading vlogs together, you kind of just get Sarita and then you kind of just get me, and it sort of jumps around because we'll be talking about different things. Mm-hmm. This way, hopefully, even if we do cover different things within those 10 chapters, each day you should get kind of the same flow.
And it will kind of be fun to see like what stood out to me versus what stood out to her, or even just the verbiage of how we attack. If it's the same situation, like how we're going to attack that same situation.
Agreed. So I'm really excited. I'm gonna try and do not too many spoilers, but still give y'all enough so we can talk about it, because I hear it's a really wild ride.
And I'm going to try my hardest to talk about it more, because that's something that I feel like I struggle with, is not giving you guys as much as I want to give. I ain't going to spoil, but I'm going to talk, okay? That's what I'm going to do, okay?
So let's get into it.
Hello, Tipsy friends. How are you guys doing today? I am doing well. We are at work just a little bit early. Not as early as I wanted to be today, but that's fine. That's fine. All I'm going to tell you guys is today is the day. Yes, honey, we are starting the Filth Kings today. I am so excited, you guys. I don't know if you guys remember, but we are allowed to read 10 chapters today. Fingers crossed we can do that, you guys. I am so freaking excited. I do not know who the narrators are. I do not know if the chapters are long. I know nothing but that I have to get it together. Because if I know Nikki, I know that she's going to be doing her part. When it comes down to doing like book club stuff, she's on it. Now, buddy read, baby, that's a different story. But book club, she does handle big business. So I have to get on her level today and do what I have to do. So let's hope that we can get 10 chapters done today.
Okay, so as you guys know, we're reading Filth Kings by Masterpiece. Let's see what we got here. Synopsis. Detavio Disable. I'm probably saying that wrong, but excuse me. I'm going to do the audio, so when I come back, I will have, well, audio and read. So when I come back, I will have a proper way to say their names. But anyways, Detavio was never meant to be good. He was raised in the shadows of a man who believed kindness was weakness, which later made him feel like love was nothing more than a leash meant to be snapped. He was raised by force and taught only to survive. By the time he became became an adult, he taught himself how to dominate those around him until he met Angel, a woman he was set out to ruin and break since she was a threat to the disable name. Born in ruin, rejected the moment he took his first breath, Monster doesn't feel. He devours and destroys anything that serves as a threat to the control that he had to fight for. He never had a childhood, only lessons. He learned that pain was currency and fear was law. To Monster, the world belongs to those who were ruthless enough to take it. Monster took any and everything as a man until Natavi walked back into his world without knowing she just became his next lesson. Dark, twisted, and filthy. The decibel name is more than power. It's pure filth that spreads amongst three brothers like a disease by the hands of their father. Impurity, decibel? I gotta figure out how to say that name. The city of Arkville was built off the cruelty that twisted the decibel name and into creatures carved in darkness. Love was never a part of the decibel men's design. None of them know how to give it, only how to consume. The Filth Kings is a dark, obsessive romance where love isn't pure, it's filthy possession. Trigger warnings. Are you someone who reads trigger warnings? Like, Sarita does not like them. She feels like they tell her the book or give something away. And to a point, I can understand where she's coming from. There has been times where I've read trigger warning and I wish I hadn't. But for me, I like trigger warnings. I'm not someone who gets triggered. So, unfortunately, it does happen in books. But let's say, for example, domestic violence. Like, if I read that in a trigger warning, it's not going to stop me from reading the book. I read trigger warnings more as like, okay, this is going to make me cry because I'm sad. Or this is going to make me cry because I'm mad. And I need to know time to prepare myself because I'm a soft, emotional soul. So I like trigger warnings. They won't stop me from reading. But are you someone who is against trigger warnings? Or are you like, oh, I need trigger warnings because I need to know, like, I can't read this book. I respect authors who do trigger warnings. So let's see. Although I will say, I don't like when it's like, oh, A, B, and C happens in chapter 20. Because then I'm not looking, but now that I know it's happening, as I get close to chapter 20, I get antsy, So I don't prefer that, but I do like, heads up, there's some crazy stuff in this book. It doesn't have to be like very specific. Just let me know. There's crazy stuff in this book. It might make you cry. It might make you mad. I'm good. So let me know. How do you handle trigger warnings? All that mess and blah, blah, blah to ask. So here are the trigger warnings, okay? Listen up closely. We are here. We're listening. She's talking to us. Tipsy friends. You're about to get into some real filthy-ish. This is a dark romance. I did not hold back at all. Say less. That's what I like. I like my dark romance dark. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't call it dark and it's gray. Okay, I need it to be black. There's levels to it. So sound like this is gonna be the level I like. So I didn't hold back. There's death, murder, foul language, kink exploration. That's exciting because it doesn't say what kind of kink, so we don't know what we're exploring. I like that. Kidnapping, mentions of suicide, sexual threesomes, forced proximity, all the above will be inside of this book. Let's get started. Anonymous. Okay, so what the fuck am I reading? What the fuck am I reading? So in the very beginning, it's called Untitled. So that's what I just read or listened to. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Whoa. So yeah, it's a lot. It starts off a lot, a lot. So yeah, that's all I got for y'all. Okay, masterpiece. Tell me you write dark romance without telling me you write dark romance. You guys, I just read the prologue. Okay, Filth Kings. Filth Kings. This is actually my first read by Masterpiece. She ain't disappoint y'all. This is dark. That prologue, she's not calling it a prologue. It actually says untitled and like anonymous, I guess is the point of view. Well, that is how you start a story. I can already tell it's gonna be dark and twisted. The level that I know I like, but I'm not sure I'm ready for, if that makes sense. But I'm ready to learn more about this chocolate man and what's going on, because that was wild. I was not prepared. A good like intro, prologue, preface, it does it for me every time. It gets me so hyped, and this is no different. So I'm about to read some more. I'm gonna let y'all know how it goes.
Hey friends, so first off, I'm super excited. I'm super excited, you guys. It is like dark, it is gloomy, we've got a little bit of sprinkling. I'm hoping for some serious rain. Like, that just made my day happy. But anyway, I'm here to tell you guys a little bit about the story. So when you first start off, it's called like Untitled, if I believe. And in the beginning, it starts off like wild, like crazy as hell. You get like jealousy. You kind of get like a mixed lover situation. You get blackmail. And it just starts off really wild and unexpected for me, I should say, because I just didn't expect that. Like, I thought I was going in for one thing, but then it kind of started off on something else. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. And then I was like, wait, hold on, is that motherfucker for real? Like, damn, it's like that. So it was very unexpected, all that to say. So then as the chapters go on, right now we've gotten 3 different point of views. So I'm wondering if it's going to be a multi-point of view story, which I love. I love multi-point of views so much. Yeah, you guys, it's wild. Like, the story is fucking wild. Like, everybody's fucking crazy. I can't tell you who is who yet. I'm still trying to figure it out because the names are very similar. And that's kind of hard for me right now. The narration is really good. I am super enjoying it. I believe it is, I'll come back to you guys with the actual names of the narrators, but I am enjoying the story, but it's moving like fast paced and it's wild, you guys. This story is extremely sexy and dirty and filthy. This is truly a dark romance, okay? And I'm not that far into it, and I'm already like, this shit is getting dark, okay? It's giving dark. So that's all I got so far. I'm gonna try to check in again soon, and then yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Okay, so if you're a person that gets triggered by stuff, pay attention to the trigger warnings. This is a dark romance. Dark romance for sure. There are a lot of elements that definitely will be triggering to certain folks. So y'all pay attention to these warnings, okay? So far, I am super interested in the story because we're kind of going back and forth to the past. We're also in some dreams. Like, a lot is happening in this story, and I'm really liking it. I'm only on chapter 7. So, is he really that fine? I just need to know. Like, I need a visual. Is he really that fine? Because bitches is really tripping on him right now. And I need to know, okay? The story is a lot, you guys. Like, it's a lot happening all at once. We get an influencer. We kind of get, like, I guess you could call him like royalty. I don't want to say royalty, but like he's famous in somehow. So our influencer is in his business, okay? And I don't think she's supposed to be in his motherfucking business. He's giving stay out of my business, and nobody told her that. Nobody told her to stay out that man's business. So she gonna have to learn one way or another, baby. In the way that he told her, I'm gonna teach you. I was like, she doesn't want to learn that lesson. Or does she? Okay. You guys, the story is definitely storying right now. I'm hoping to finish the rest of my chapters. I had a little bit of a gap, and now that's over. So I'm hoping I can get more before I have to go home so that I can at least have my portion done. Yeah, you guys. The Filth Kings, baby. She wasn't lying. She made this shit filthy, okay? And I'm here for it. I don't know. It's a dark romance. So, you guys, I just want to tell you, like, how parents can truly fuck up a child. Like, you can really fuck up your kids' parents. Like, what the fuck? I know that we know this, but in this case, y'all done really fucked this child up. Okay, this motherfucker's fucked up, okay? Wow, you guys, so there's a lot of, I don't want to say like secrets and stuff, but I feel like so far there is some type of secret happening, like, you know, where is this brother and what happened to that brother kind of situation. That's what I'm feeling right now. Like, what is happening? I don't know if that's meant to be suspenseful, or is it just suspenseful to me? I feel like I think I know, but maybe I don't know, and that's just me trying to put some pieces together. But I do feel like I know one brother in my mind. Does that brother know that they're brothers? I don't know. I'm still trying to connect the pieces and connect the dots. But so far, wild.
This is a wild ride, okay? I'm just in chapter 2, which is technically like the 3rd chapter because of the untitled prologue or preface, as we're calling it. This is getting 5 in lights just off of chapter 1 alone. Even if there's no more lights in this book, chapter 1 was wild. You guys, I felt like this should not be sinfully arousing. This is wrong, but it's like, I don't know how I feel, but it was good, okay? I just want to check back in because I had to whip out my Kindle, okay? There's a term in here that I've never heard before. Hyperspermia. I think I'm saying it right. I had to know if that was a real thing or if Masterpiece was taking creative, liberties. In medicine, hyperspermia is a condition characterized by the abnormally large amounts of semen or ejaculate volume. It's a real thing. I don't know if all those other conditions are a part of it, because this is just with the, search that you can do in your Kindle. But y'all, this is not my first dark urban situation, but I've never read anything like this. It's a wild time. I still have a lot of reading to do. Obviously, I got caught up in the day, okay? And I got to get finished with my 10 chapters today so I don't fall behind. But Masterpiece, is this the time you be on, girl? Wild time. I know from the book club girls that it was going to be wild. I knew it. I do. But I was not prepared for the wildness to commence, if that makes sense. I'm enjoying it. Right out the gate, the darkness is there, and her trigger warnings didn't lie. She prepared you. If you're in here, proceed with caution, but just know she told you. I'm gonna get back to reading because, again, I'm only on chapter 2 And I'm on chapter 3. I went back to the point because I was like, it was bothering me. Like, it's not bothering, but I just had to know if it was a real thing. So I'm technically on chapter 3. So I got like 7 more chapters to do. So we're going to get started on that, and I'm going to check back in. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Whew, y'all. If you like dark stuff, I do recommend this one. I haven't finished it yet, but just those first 3 chapters were very memorable. I don't know what's going on, but I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and I'm so happy this was my first read by Masterpiece, because now I just gotta see what time she be on. Is this like the norm for her? I don't know. We're gonna see in the future, but I'll see y'all in a little bit. Oh, y'all, this is wild. Yeah, we'll talk in a little bit.
Okay, guys, so yes, I got my wish. We got some real rain. Okay, I'm loving it. But this is more of an update versus a check-in. So for one, my ear pod died. Rookie mistake, you guys. Rookie mistake. So when I thought I was charging my ear pods, clearly I wasn't. Clearly I was not charging them because they went dead. So I never got to move past where we were at. So I left off on chapter 7. So now I'm gonna try to do a little bit of reading on my way home, or once I actually get home. So hopefully I can be ready for, moving on to the next step. But as of right now, I did not complete what I was supposed to do today. But I still have time because, I still got time. Hopefully I actually do what needs to be done. That's what I'm hoping for.
I'm back because I just want to say I love adult female friendships in books. I love healthy adult female relationships. Even when they're a little toxic, but you got to call your friend on their ish and they got a weird vibe going on, I'm really enjoying it. I don't know what's going to happen because Cheddar is a stupid name. That should have been her first clue. Whatever. I'm just saying, that's a stupid name. If, me personally, that's how I feel. I'm entitled to my opinion. But I'm interested to see what's going to happen now that Angel's here with that drama. Yeah, I'm along for the ride and I'm kind of enjoying it. So there's that. I know you. She about to bring me out of character. I know you lying. You dreamt that? You ain't never met this man? Y'all remember I talked about how this was getting 5 lights off of chapter 1 alone? Wild. Why? Oh my goodness. You ain't never met this man in person and you dreaming them kind of dreams? I thought that was a memory. Oh my God. Okay, you know what? This story is wild. I'm on chapter 7, I believe, 6 or 7. And I had to stop. In mid-chapter, I don't normally stop mid-chapter unless something major happened. And that was major. We're getting That's So Meet Cute that I thought was already handled. Oh my gosh. She had a whole kidnapping fantasy dream. Oh my God. This story is wild. Masterpiece, you all notice that catalog I'm devouring because what are you writing? It was a cave. Wild.
Gypsy friends, again, what the fuck am I reading? Okay, because whoa. All right, so there's a ton of point of views happening, way more than the 3 that I thought. You guys, I don't know what the fuck is going on. So we were correct about the brother. Wow. Man, I mean, I thought the daddy was the monster. It's actually that low down dirty bitch ass mama. She's a monster too. Listen, I hate When I say hate it, I hate it when young girls get with older men, because your mind is not developed enough. These motherfuckers know how to play on every emotion, every insecurity. They build you up just to tear you all the fucking way down. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Bitch, fuck you and your wife. Okay? That's all I'm gonna say. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm really upset. There's a lot happening and it's all colliding. She is doing a marvelous job with this book, you guys. She is a storyteller. This is the most sexy, nasty, crazy ass shit I think I've read all fucking year. Probably ever. Because I read dark and I also read urban. But the way she smashed this shit together, baby, it's different, okay? It is different. It is different. It is different. I'm really, really, really liking the story. It's crazy, you guys. Like it's crazy. And now I'm hoping what I just it's crazy. Okay, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's all I can say. Crazy. The narrators are doing a really good job. Midnight Michael has such a deep voice that I feel like he fits these deranged characters very well. But I am listening to it on the lowest setting. Not the lowest, but a lower setting. I normally listen on 1.5. I'm actually listening to it on 1.3. And then when it comes to Lauren Nichols, I go back to the 1.5 just because his voice is so deep. I want to hear everything. So I got to slow it down a little bit so that I can hear everything. The story is just wild, you guys. Like this is wild, okay? Wild work is happening here. Yeah, I that's all I can say is it's wild. Like, it's wild, man.
Hey Tipsy friends, how are you guys doing? I am doing well. Okay, so let's talk about today's plan. We plan to read 10 more chapters today. Fingers crossed it can happen. I do have a very full schedule today. So hopefully I can weave in some listening. I will not be able to listen tonight when I get home because I am going out to dinner with girlfriends tonight. So I have to complete my challenge today or early morning tomorrow. But I want to do it all today so I can stay on track. I don't know how many check-ins I'm going to be able to do today because my schedule is so jam-packed, but I'm going to try my hardest to check in with you guys. So with that being said, let's try to get some of this crazy ass book read. Okay, guys, so I did no reading yesterday. None. I didn't do any reading. I did go out with my girlfriends. I did do that. One thing I said I was gonna do yesterday, I actually did. So I'm behind by a whole day. So with that being said, I don't know how much reading I'm going to get done today. I'm hoping I can at least get through 5 chapters. I'm going to try my best because now I'm behind. I ain't told Nikki I'm behind, but y'all know how she be. So we gonna see.
Hey, Juicy friends. Okay, so I didn't read yesterday. I'm trying to play catch up now. Angel's a wild girl. She's very wild. I don't know what else to say about her. Datavio's wild too. Their little cat and mouse game that they have going is definitely getting interesting. I can't wait for it to actually like collide. Monster, my heart. He has my heart. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I feel so sad for him. He has my heart. He deserves nothing but good things. I know he's probably like a really bad unaliver and things like that, but Datavio too. But there's something like Monster, I think, from he just has my heart. I don't want to say too much. Tavi, I'm wanting her to love herself more. I do love how Masterpiece is showing that you can have the perfect start, because usually when you see a girl who isn't as, I don't want to say not confident, because she is confident, but she's letting cheddar like play in her face. And usually when you see that in books and things, it's always because she has daddy issues or mommy issues or something. And that's not the case with her. He just got her young and manipulated and warped her mind. So I'm hoping throughout the story that we get to see her realize she needs to love herself more than she loves him. And I want her monster to be happy, because he deserves nothing but good things. And I feel like she can see the beauty in him that people have tried to beat out, and in some cases have beat out. Also, there's like a pinch scene, and like not a sexy pinch scene, like a hurt pinch scene. And it reminds me of Serena. She's a really good pincher and a really good like biter. And by good, I mean it's very painful and not good. It's like, oh, you got the right one, you actually have the wrong one. She's very good at that, and it's very bad for everyone who decides to sneakily pinch. But I'm enjoying the story. It's definitely lights on 12, as I stated. It's really good, but also like the mental of all this stuff. Like, I can't properly formulate sentences because it's just wild. I still don't have the story pegged, which I really am enjoying. I like when I can't guess what's gonna happen next, but I'm also like, what's gonna happen next? So much stuff has already happened. We do have a mystery at this point with Angel's dad that I want to know more of. There's just a lot. Like, do you like your dark romance to follow a scheme or like a rhythm, or are you more like the way Filth Kings is, and you just wanted wild, just crazy things happening that I still have to feel like I've caught my breath, and it's a wonderful experience, but I'm also like, what more could happen? I'm only like 25% in the book. What more could happen? But I'm gonna stay on the floor for a little while. My back is bothering me. I will check with you guys in a little bit.
Okay, y'all, what is it with me? Why can't I complete this challenge? Why am I struggling so hard? I will never know. It's not the book, because the book is wild. It's super interesting and it's moving. It's just I cannot complete these 10 chapters. I don't know what is going on, why I can't do what I have to do. But baby, all I was able to do was read 3 chapters yesterday. That was it. But baby, the 3 chapters that I read, listen, baby. What the hell? Okay. What the hell, you guys? This story is also filthy. We've talked about that. But it's also like a lot of mystery and moving parts happening right now. So we do get a lot more point of views than what I originally thought. We have discovered he is the brother, right? Yes, we have. We've also discovered the mom is a crazy ass bitch that I don't like. Yes. But we're now discovering that Angel's daddy got his own secrets. He got his own skeletons in the closet, honey. And now I want to know what the fuck is up. What's really going on? And Angel has a very, very active imagination. She also has her own little deep desires that my man is pulling from all the way in the back, okay? He's pulling from a bag of tricks that Angel thought she kept hidden to herself, baby. He is nasty, and she is nastier because she is liking it, okay? She is liking it. It's a very interesting way of doing things. I've read a lot of dark romances, and I've also read a lot of urban romances, but the way that she's connecting these ones and doing it is super different to me, and I really like it. I know you guys, the sun. Anyway, the thing is, I can't move on from these 10 chapters because of the way the challenge is. I have to stick to it so that me and Nikki can stay on the same track. I don't know if Nikki has been completing hers. She's probably been doing the right thing. I'm over here struggling, can't get my shit together. So today, hopefully, I can at least complete the 10 chapters from yesterday or the day before. I don't know. I just need to get to chapter 20, okay? Today. I have to get to chapter 20. So fingers crossed, we can do what needs to be done, okay?
Okay, good friends. My bad. I have not been feeling well pain-wise. So, yeah, I have not been reading, but I was like, okay, today's book club. You gotta read. At some point, I'm going to stop doing this to myself, okay? I'm going to stop at some point. I'm going to stop waiting last minute. And if you're wondering, obviously I failed the 10 chapter challenge, but Sarita doesn't know. Yeah, when she asks me, I'm just like, and then I change the subject. So technically, I'm not lying, but I'm definitely being dishonest. So we'll all find out together. But I mean, she has to know something because I haven't made the drink and stuff yet. So we're going to have to do all that still. But when I'm feeling bad like this because of my body, I normally either just like watch TV, like from under the blanket, and my head just peeking out like this. Or I just read under the blanket, which is rude when we're reading together. So that's kind of been the struggle of, okay, if I'm in the mood to read, I also got to get on camera. And I haven't been feeling well enough for that, but we don't got any other choice. So I'm on chapter 20 now. Last time we talked, I was on either chapter 12 or 13. And in these 7 to 8 chapters, a lot has happened. So Natavi is now staying with Monster because Natavio purchased her for the month because she works as a lady of the night, if you will. And high rollers can purchase her, spend some time with them and to indulge in her body, you know? So he randomly purchased women for Monster as a gift. And Monster and Natavia have a really interesting dynamic and relationship and it's funny because I never considered how he would view things, talking about Monster, Monty, if you will, because of his past. So they have such an interesting dynamic, and obviously the forced proximity as romance girlies, we know what that means. But I think one conversation really changed the trajectory of their relationship. And for the people who are like, don't like too much smut and feel like there's not enough plot or their relationship's all based on the smut, I don't mind that too much in books for myself, but I can understand how that's not everyone's thing. And I think that there doesn't have to be necessarily a lot of dialogue and a lot of conversation for characters to bond. And because Monster, with his past, is more of a silent character, I think their conversation really did build up. Her forcing him out of his shell a little bit was really nice. And we've gotten to know him so much. And ironically enough, I feel like his emotional intelligence is higher than Datavio's. That's not saying a lot because both of these boys are troubled, but it's higher than Datavio's. I think he's more perceptive because of, again, his background. He's also a bodyguard, so he has to be paying attention to the outside world. But I think he is very self-aware and just scared of it because of all the hurt and the pain of his past. Datavio is now ready to make moves and be with Angel, and he's in denial about his feelings. Now, their relationship, I would say, even though at this point they've only been together physically, consciously, dubious content, warning, the one time from where I am now, their cat and mouse game, I feel like they've been falling in love with each other without actually being in each other's presence. Like, he loves how fiery she is, how even though she's scared, she tries to be brave, that she stands up to him, something not many people do. And for her obsession, she's obsessed. That baby girl got a lot going on with her too. So their thing is a little more ironic. I think Natavia and Monster are definitely more intelligently aware. And I've loved going through this process and growing with Natavia and letting go of the craziness that is her relationship with Cheddar. Again, I don't know if I said it before, but I think I did. I think I touched on it. How older men, as a young girl, you have to really be self-aware of yourself if you're going to be with an older man, because it's so easy to get manipulated. And I think a masterpiece shows that so well in this story. It's so easy to get manipulated if you don't have a strong conviction within yourself, because there's no reason for her to be taking his crap. And that scene of when he told her why he would never take her seriously, horrible, hurtful. I felt for her. It was a wild ride. And lastly, these dang parents need their whole freaking lives beat down and imploded. So they have 3 children, 3 sons, Octavio, or Monster, Detavio, and Octavio. We haven't actually met Octavio on page yet. It's all more so people talking about him. So I'm hoping we do get to meet him in person and get to know him and see what he's like, because Jaleesa's a monster. And what's that man's name? No, I can't think of their dad's name. Dang, what is his name? Hold on. It's actually a really cool name, and I'm irritated because I can see it in my head. I just can't remember what it is. Okay, I'm gonna put his name. It's like what is his name? Oh, dang it. I can't think of his name, and it's a really cool name their dad has. I'm drawing a blank. It must be out of pure anger and disgust of that man. But now I gotta know what it is. 1 second. I'm gonna speak through this for you guys, but I need to know what it is. Impurity. It was a cool name, I told you guys. Impurity. It fits this little bastard. Back to chapter 20. Impurity and Jaleesa are monsters, right? And you have these 3 boys with such different, at least we can only talk about Monster and Detavio and how different they are. When Monster, who wasn't raised by any of them, but fell for her, and then Detavio, who was pretty much raised by his horrible father. Excuse me. I would love to see how Octavio is being raised by her, because you can't tell her nothing about that boy. He's perfect in her eyes. Sweet, innocent. I don't think so, because she is cruel. And Detavio tells her at one point, like, you can say what you want about impurity. At least he owns being a monster. Which, chef's kiss, true. If you gonna be a monster, be a monster. Own it, though. She is a manipulative female dog. An unstable creature, if you will. So, I can't imagine. But does Octavio get a different side of her? I don't know. I need to know. We are 53% done. I have, like 4 hours left, a little over 4 hours. So I'm going to get back under my blanket and get back into my hiding hole and read some more. And I will be back with an update soon. I hope I didn't tell too much. I'm trying to do better about talking about the book so that we can conversate about the book without telling too much of the book, if that makes sense. It's something that I don't know about Suda, but I do know she feels like she struggles with it as well too. I feel like she does a better job than I do. I feel like when I watch my videos back, I'm just talking in circles. So I'm trying to do better with that. Let me know how I'm doing, or if you guys have any suggestions. I'm happy to take notes. But I will see you guys soon. We are back in Detavio's mind. And baby, I'm ready to know more. Okay, Chelsea friends. What's that saying? Be careful what you ask for, because you just might get it. I was not ready for Octavio's entrance into the book. Wild work. Wild work. Jaleesa deserves worse than I thought. Like, I wanted her to be dragged through the mud and whipped. But she deserves something worse. She deserves something worse. I don't know what worse is yet, but she deserves it. Dang, I was not expecting to meet Octavio like that. Whoa, masterpiece. You a cold piece. You cold. Oh my God. I'm not going to say no more about that. We're going to have to talk in circles with this one, because you have to experience it. Whew. Wild. What am I reading? Oh my goodness. Okay. You guys, I don't know. I have no answers. I know nothing. I was not prepared. I'll say this how I like my dark romance. This is wild. It's crazy. It's downright bad. It is. And I shouldn't be enjoying it so much. It's horrible, don't get me wrong. Like, it's not okay, the stuff happening. I do not approve. But Masterpiece is weaving a web like no other. I truly don't know what's going on in the best way possible. Things are happening that I've never anticipated. I had some thoughts, and it's not what's happening. This is like the most exhilarating thing. This is what I love about reading. When it gets exhilarating and just, I don't know what to do with my hands. That's how I feel right now. I don't know what to do with my hands. We just got a bombshell dropped on us about Angel's dad. Beyond. Masterpiece, you a wild girl. I got like 2 hours left of the story. And then I'm gonna do the drink and the playlist. I'd asked her what her suggestions are on the playlist. I'm mad at myself for getting it out the day of book club. I really need to do better. Obviously, my body was in pain, but I need to do better with getting the stuff out at an appropriate time. So that is something I'm trying to work on. Sorry to the tipsy babes, but I don't have words. There was something that just every time I think I'm not gonna be like, what? It happens again. Masterpiece. Ooh, the storytelling, top tier. Term.
So funny.
She is ugly. So do you want to talk about the books?
All right, let me tell y'all what's up.
Okay.
I didn't finish the story.
Which one?
The Filth Kings. Okay.
I know.
Let me tell y'all what happened. Let me tell you guys why. It's not because I don't like the
Hey,
story.
Tipsy friends, editing Nikki here. I'm realizing I lost a clip of my final thoughts that I did after book club. So, what could I say about Filth Kings that won't tell the story? I don't know, y'all. I still am processing that story. I haven't started book 2 yet, but it's happening. But Monster and Natavia were my favorite characters and my favorite couple. Monster was my favorite character, period. But Natavia and Monster together, I think, had a cute romance where Angel and Natavia had lust. I'm really looking forward, or at least I'm hoping, that in book 2 we get to know Octavio a lot more. His story and his circumstances of his was wild. I was waiting to meet him and get to see his head, but I was not prepared. I think throughout the whole story, I just was not prepared. Every time I felt like I was getting on solid ground, she would pull me up again, snatch me up, had me in a headlock, y'all. It was wild. The story was very, very unique, really fun, very, very spicy. I'm going to say it once, I'm going to say it twice. Know your levels. Know your levels. This was in my humble opinion, and the book club girls kind of agreed, it just kind of gave dark eroticism, a dark erotica story. There was plot, don't be wrong. The twists and turns were wild and unforgettable, but I wasn't ready. I don't really have much more to say than that. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I gave the overall rating 4 stars. The lights 5. Every time the lights were on, they were blinding. Okay, there was no middle ground. It was just wild at all times. And the audio, I gave a 3. It was okay. I can't say anything bad about it, but I did struggle at times. If I wasn't doing the words too, I missed certain things. So that's why. Overall, it was a very good story. I enjoy it. I do recommend it if you don't mind a lot of spice. Like, this is level 6 spice. If you don't mind spice, I think you will enjoy the story, the plot, the twists and turns. I'm really excited to start part 2. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to think because it's been a minute since I've read it and I don't want to give anything away. For me, the twists and turns and the storytelling really, it took me out. Every time I thought I knew something, she would just, masterpiece. I think she did a really good job with that story, especially for it to be her first dark romance. I'm really looking forward to book 2. So back to present Nikki now, who's editing. Or I guess past Nikki. This is present Nikki because I'm the editor. Realizing I lost a clip. And I'm really bummed by it. Excuse me, because I know it was way better. And it was a good wrap up of book club 2 and the girls' thoughts. Not Sarita's thoughts, because as you guys know, she didn't finish the story. As of today, she still hasn't. So, yes. Back to past Nikki and whatever she was talking about. I'll see you guys later.
1 month later.
Real talk to 2 friends. Am I the a-hole? Because I'm finishing this vlog without Sarita. But let me explain. It's a month later. She has not read the book. She has not picked it up. She keeps telling me about books she's finishing and what she's starting next. And it ain't the Filth Kings. She said she liked it. I'm ready to talk about it. But she has not read it. And I can't talk about the twists and turns and things I want to talk about because she has not read it. And she's not taking any strides to read it. She says she's going to finish it. And maybe she will. Okay, I get it. I'm a mood reader too. But she ain't a mood reader, you guys. Plus, this is the second time she's done this with a book club book, okay? I'm really about to finito her butt. I don't know if I'm the a-hole, but I'm ready to talk about it with more people than just the members of book club. So I'm sharing this vlog. I'm ending it here. I'm not waiting for her. I've been waiting. And she's like, I'm going to read. She ain't reading it. She's not. And maybe she will. But as of today, she hasn't. And the next book she's picking up is not The Filth Kings. You guessed it. So maybe I am the a-hole. And if I am, I don't care. Because she's an a-hole too for not finishing the book. But yeah, all that to say, I'm ending this vlog here. So we can talk about The Filth Kings in the comments. I'm just going to tell her to avoid this video. I don't know if she's going to feel some type of way. I doubt it because she's just not that type. If she does say something, it'll just be to be a wise guy, you know. It's not because she really has feelings. That requires emotions and she lacks those. I'm so disappointed in her. But it's okay because The Filth Kings was a great read. I have not read book 2 in preparation for Sarita because I don't know if it like picks up right where it is or if it's some time. I don't know. So I was like, okay, I'm going to wait for Sarita to finish it so that I don't start talking about other things accidentally as I get going. And look, a month later, not read. So I'm done. I'm not waiting for her anymore. I'm finishing this vlog. I thank you guys for watching and reading with us. I can't wait to hear your thoughts. If you have not checked out The Filth Kings, you definitely should. I think I haven't finished editing the video because I've been waiting for her part. But I think that we didn't do too many spoilers. At least we tried not to. So definitely read it. Let's talk about it. Thank you guys again. We love you all. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, ring a ding ding. Oh, and YouTube now is doing the hype where you can hype a video up. So hype your sisters up. Give us a little help. It really helps the channel. We are trying to grow our sister circle and make more book friends and read and just grow and be a sisterhood. So thank you guys. Until next time. Bye.